Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. Today we're back at the church parking lot, and I'm back here by the rocks. I thought I'd at least take off from the rocks, because I know this little UMX turbo timber doesn't need hardly any space to take off. And there's a little bit of wind, so if it looks steady enough, I might try to land it back on this rock. We'll see. I'll make a few passes and see what it looks like. You guys will notice that I didn't have a video yesterday. I was getting my COVID vaccination, and boy, I was sore most of the day today. I'm still pretty sore, but I rested a lot of the day and thought that I could get out here and fly for you guys. And another 3 weeks, I got to go for the booster or second shot, and we'll see if this airplane's going to take off the rockets. It's about to blow off of there. There, it sat back down. So let's get this thing in the air and see what happens. I've had a bit of a headache most of the day, and my wife got hers at the same time. She's not been feeling too well, but we're gonna survive. And you can see it takes right off, no problems. Lining it up in this wind, we'll see. I do have it in safe, helping me out just a little bit. Oh, not near slow enough. So let's take it back around. Let's get it full flaps on. Maybe that'll help me just a little bit more. I need to be about the same altitude as the rocks, I think. Oh, got squirrely right at the last second. Almost, though. Almost felt comfortable. Got to get it lined up nice and straight. Oh. It was close. It was close. A little bit off center. Doesn't need much room for the takeoff, and if it touches down anywhere on there, there's that gravel I think's gonna stop it. So I don't think that's an issue. I think it's just getting it lined up just right. If I could get a nice breeze like it is right now, where I'm practically stopped, we're gonna be good. But I get up here and it speeds up, so here we go. We'll sink it in. There it's. Oh, between them. The depth perception's not quite as good. Luckily, these two rocks are pretty close together, and kept it from getting down in there and getting too mangled up. Here, I'll get up here close so I can really see it. Should make it easy. The wind picked up. Oh, here we go. We're lining up. No. It ran into me. I don't know if that was popped off. You can see the motor shifted forward just a little bit. So we'll fix that. Got that little bit of Velcro in there. There we go. Oh, just enough wind. There we go. Oh, my shoe slipped off. Here we go. Get it lined up again. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and the weather's pretty decent, and the winds, there's enough wind but not too much, it doesn't seem like. So I thought, man, this looks like the perfect day. My brain is a little bit fuzzy, so maybe I'm not gonna be accurate enough to do it, but this airplane, I'm sure it could do it if I had a good enough skill. Oh, same spot again. Well, there I got the, whoops. There it is over there. I was like, where'd that canopy, or the cowling go? So it looks like I need to give up on this before I break it and just do some fun flying. There it is. And the battery needs put back in there once again. Perfect. I'll just set it down right here. That ought to work fine. And then we'll get back to some parking lot fun. There we go. In fact, flaps off, safes off. I know better than to do that while I'm turning or banking, because if you flip out a safe when you're banking, it lets it roll on over and you're not ready for it usually. But that's what I did. This airplane is such a hoot to fly. Can go super slow or do some pretty decent maneuvers. And get that knife edge going, no problem. Even downwind, it's got a lot of authority. Now, just like the regular turbo timber, the roll rate, even in high rates, is a little bit slow because of the length of the wing to the fuselage. So you got to give yourself a little bit of room on that roll, but it can do it. And it can fly decent upside down. Usually needs a little extra power, and you got to give it a decent amount of elevator control to keep it inverted, but it does okay, as you can see. Seen a full scale up there pretty high. Obviously down here just above the parking lot, I'm in no danger of being in his way. Like I said, we do have a decent amount of wind today, but I'm still having a good time. And I love this airplane. I was sitting there trying to decide. I seen it sitting there. I'm like, when am I going to fly that again? And today, I was sitting in the basement thinking, today'd be a good day. It's easy to get out there, and I don't have to do much to get it ready. Charge up the little Venom battery that I got, and we're ready to go. Whoops. Got it a little bit too low there. Oh. Had put the flaps on for the takeoff and didn't shut them off before I did the roll. So you can see it's pretty forgiving. Even I've already bashed it like 3 or 4 times today and no problems. That's the nice thing about these little park flyers, is they're pretty forgiving. This one I've said several times for all the UMXs, this is probably one of the most interesting ones. All the function it has with the flaps and the lights and the strobes and the 3-blade prop. I got it running on a 2S battery. It's got a ton of power. I just love it. So I threw safe back on, and I'll show you how smooth this thing can fly, even in all this wind. With safe on, going into the wind. I'm in stealth right now, no motor. There I go, bringing it back in just a little bit. But you can just see it's doing all the work for me there. I wasn't doing anything to keep it straight. I was having to work a whole lot earlier, and I still caught a wingtip in that one pass. But safe just makes it so easy. There you go, just like that. And if I throw the flaps on, there we go, full flaps. This thing should be just crawling when it gets here. It's going to take a little while because it's into the wind. And just sitting back there. Push the nose down and a little more throttle to get it closer. Just taking forever. Here we go, back off of the, oh, a little bit of a stall there. The control surface, if you stall it, the control surfaces aren't going to help you at all. Nothing they can do. But you can see just nice and gently down to the ground. The safe does all that work. When I grabbed this battery out of the box, I didn't check it after my flight, and it was still up awful far. So I think I have it on a 5-minute timer, and I'm definitely able to get a lot more than 5 minutes of flight in. There we go, flaps back off. Oh, I was still in safe. Safe's off. Here we go, full speed pass. A little bit of knife edge. Knife edge the other way if I can get it going. It's a little bit harder for me. It's kind of doing it. A little bit of coupling. And that mix of for the coupling is a little bit harder for me in that direction. You can see I'm working pretty hard with it out of safe. Well, there I go. I got that direction locked down. I just need to do more work with this direction. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, no. Much easier for me to go that way. And I think actually the motor has that down and right to help with the way that when you first take off, airplanes want to turn to the left. And so what you do with smaller airplanes is you put the motor down and right just a little bit, and it helps with that, which I think is helping with the knife edge, but hurting me when I try to do it the other direction. So you can see it's working pretty good this way. You can get it about any direction I want that way, or any angle, straight or even crabbing it. Get a loop into the wind here. Way up there. There we go. Nice and easy onto the ground. So super fun flight today. Too bad I couldn't get it to land on them rocks, but you guys got to see how easy it is to land or take off. It's super short takeoffs, makes it super easy to get it in the air. And so you're pretty new and you've got at least some of your basics down with like an AeroScout or one of the other trainers. This airplane will be pretty easy because you can get it in the air pretty quick and you can really slow it down for those landings. And then it progresses pretty quick. It does a lot of things, and it's really fun to look at even in the air. It looks like a real airplane and it's kind of fun. Guys, if you like these videos and you haven't done it yet, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Just helps the channel out. And if you don't mind, give me that thumbs up and leave great comments. I do enjoy reading your guys' comments. Until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. Well, Ray, I don't have the floats for one thing, and two, when I want to fly off the water, I use the big turbo, but it's usually too windy to get them set up right. It's just a little bit of a struggle.